What's going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to share with you guys what happened to my life and when I stopped watching porn. So I stopped watching porn almost 2 years ago, and I was going about my life, traveling, starting businesses, and I was in a beautiful relationship, and I was just living my life. Prior to that, I got exposed to sexual energy and the dark side of pornography almost when I was 24, 25 years old, and I'm 31 now. I remember reading the book Think and Grow Rich, and in chapter 13, it's a chapter called The Mysteries of Sexual Transmutation. So for me, that was the beginning years of getting curious about maybe porn is holding me back from achieving a lot of things that I want to achieve. And I started looking into it, and I started researching and understanding sexual energy more and talking to my mentors about it. So I started the journey where I would go a couple of weeks without porn, and then I would end up relapsing. I would go almost 4 or 5 weeks, and then I would get back into relapsing. And every time I would relapse, I would end up watching porn for 2-3 days, and I would get back into not watching it, because I remember after the first 2-3 weeks of not watching porn, I started to feel more energy. I started to have more motivation. I started to just feel electrifying, if that's even a word. Like, I just felt very excited about everything in my life, and I could feel that I was, people around me could feel the difference in me, which was making me curious that maybe I should quit watching porn overall, right? But it didn't happen overall. Like, I didn't quit watching porn until, like I said, almost 2 years ago. Even I would go almost 3 months without it, then I would end up watching it again for a couple of days. I would go 6 months without it, then I would end up watching it again. And the crazy thing about porn is, and this is how you know how addictive it is. It's literally like a cigarette. I would watch it, I would go 90 days without it, and then I end up, the cravings would take over me, and then I would watch it. And the crazy thing was for me that watching it would make me want to watch more of it. I remember, I would go 90 days without it, and then I would end up relapsing, watching porn and, jerking off, masturbating, coming, the whole 9 yards. And I'd be like, okay, good, I'm not doing it again because this didn't feel good. I didn't want to do this, But it would be so easy to watch it again. My mind would just take a hold of me. As soon as I would watch it once, I would want to watch it again and again, and I would end up watching the next night and the next night. Then I had to really take control and be like, no, I'm not watching anymore. It's not doing anything good for me. And I smoked cigarettes in my early years, okay? So I remember smoking cigarettes and trying to quit, and I would quit for a couple of weeks, and I would go out drinking with some friends. I would have one cigarette, and before I know it, I would start smoking again. So watching porn, I realized it was the same way. Like, you could go 90 days, 2 years, as long as you can without it, but as soon as you watch it again, it grabs a hold of your brain, and it's just so much easier to give into your urges the next time and the next time, and you have to really become strong to not give into those urges. So in this video though, I want to share with you guys what happened to my life when I did stop watching porn. Okay, guys, my whole life has drastically changed. My whole life has drastically changed. I used to be an employee working on the oil rigs in Western Canada. If you live in Canada, I used to work in Alberta, Canada, on the oil rigs. I was a roughneck. And, these days, I have, a couple online businesses, and I have a YouTube channel, and I have a podcast. I have published a book. And my whole mission on this world is to share, the dark side of pornography and how taking control of your sexual energy can truly change your life. Okay, so let me just share with you guys some of the things that happened for me when I stopped watching porn. Number one, I started to just be more charismatic, more enthusiastic. My energy was just off the roof, and just my aura was just and I say this because I started to attract very beautiful women in my life. I was always attracting beautiful women in my life. I won in my prom, I won the Ladies' Man Award. So I was always like a flirt. I always loved to talk to women, and women always loved to talk to me. But once I stopped watching porn, I started to attract very high caliber women in my life. Very entrepreneurial, very well aware, very emotionally intelligent women in my life. And those led to very beautiful relationships in my life and very beautiful friendships in my life. And this is literally the first 6 months of not watching porn. I would literally have the most amazing conversations with women. They could feel that my intentions weren't to have sex with them, but to truly have a genuine connection. Because I realized there was so much pleasure in just building a genuine connection with a beautiful woman. Just looking at them, talking to them, listening to them talk about their goals and their dreams. So one of the first things I noticed, guys, after those 6 months was that I just had a beautiful energy and aura about me that ended up attracting very beautiful women into my life. Okay, that was the first thing. Second thing, I started to have drive and ambition, energy more than ever. Like I literally, after the first 90 days of stopping watching porn, I remember starting one of my first businesses because I had the drive, I had the motivation, I had no fear, I had courage. I was just ready to achieve everything. And that's the benefits of not ejaculating and keeping your sperm, which is your life force, inside you. And just a side note, remember, guys, you are a sperm. Like your dad shot a nut inside your mom, and your mom with the egg, it made you. So just think about how much power, minerals, vitamins, fats, protein, zinc is in that shot, in semen. And you're just wasting it. That's what I was doing. I was just wasting it. Jerking off, wasting it. Jerking off, wasting it. Just for that 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes that it felt good. And after, I felt guilt, shame, didn't feel good about myself, didn't have the confidence, didn't have the self-esteem. Slowly, I fell down the rabbit hole of feeling like I'm not good enough for anyone. I'm not good enough for a good relationship. I'm not good enough for a good, sexual experience with another woman. And all these things come to you from watching porn repeatedly. Okay? Studies already show that watching porn repeatedly, consistently over a long period of time can lead to lower sex drive, lower self-esteem, all these things, right? So that was one of the first things I noticed. The second thing I noticed, I had drive, ambition. I started businesses. I started to go out to more events. I started to, do more fun things. I started to explore the world more. I started traveling more. I started to live a very full life. And I could just notice I was, it's not that I was always happy, you can't always be happy, but I got very comfortable in feeling and processing every emotion that I had. And those led me to going into a 10-day silent meditation retreats, that led me to doing a lot of ego work, shadow work, understanding my masculine and feminine energies, and just doing a lot of this deep inner work to understand myself and become a much aware, wiser man in this world, okay? So some of the other things that I've noticed, from not watching porn, I would say one of the first things is that for me, I have just got this new purpose in life. Like it's like I want to teach people, I want to help people, I want to be there for people. I've just become much more of a better human being overall, a better brother, a better boyfriend, a better best friend, a better entrepreneur, a better man overall, okay? So these are some of the things that I noticed, and I want to make this short and sweet for the person who is choosing to not watch porn anymore. I just want you to know, okay? It's going to be hard. Okay, you're gonna have nights where you go to bed and you literally feel like your balls hurt because you haven't jerked off for like 3 weeks, let's say, and you really want to watch porn. But I'm telling you, I went through those nights. I went through those nights where I was laying in bed and like blue balls is what you would call it. Like I literally, my balls hurt. I couldn't go to bed, and like my cock is hard, and I'm like what to do? But I was so committed to getting over pornography. I was so obsessed with the way it felt when you got over it. I had gone those a couple of weeks without it, and I'll get back into it. I would go a couple of weeks and I'll give back into it. Those early years, and I remember loving myself so much and enjoying myself so much and loving the confidence and the energy and the motivation and the drive that I had those weeks when I would go without it, that it became obsessive. That I was like, you know what, I'm willing to go through whatever it takes to get over this destructive habit, because my whole life was starting to change, right? A couple other things that I guess I could share. Once you get over porn, like you're gonna achieve great things, you're gonna have more energy, you're going to have more drive, you're gonna have more ambition, you're going to have more confidence, you're going to have more a higher sex drive to want to have sex, you're going to have the courage, the guts, and the confidence to start conversations with other women. Other women will start conversations with you because of the new energy, your aura, and everything about you. Actually, I want to share a story with you guys. So a few weeks ago, I was at this place called Nirvana 101. It's this place here. I'm staying in Medicine Hat, Alberta right now. And literally, as I walked out of the store, this girl, she walked up to me in my car. She knocked on the window. I opened my door, and she's like, "Are you seeing anyone?" And I was like, it threw me kind of off, and I smiled. I'm like, well, not really. Like, I have some friends that I'm talking to, but like I'm not seeing anyone. And she was like, well, my friend, and she like pointed into the passenger seat, and there was her friend. She was very cute. She's like, she thinks you're cute, and like she was wondering if you guys like you want to connect with her. So anyways, I ended up giving my phone number and all the stuff like that. But after, I remember thinking that when I used to watch porn and be not have as much confidence, and I guess I always had the confidence, like I just had no fear, but I guess like I never really thought that I was that guy, that like girls, see and they're like, wow, look at that handsome fellow. But getting over watching porn just changed the whole game. Like, really changed the whole game. You'll have older women that will be attracted to you, younger women, like every age will be attracted to you, especially older women, because they can feel that, they can feel that control, that discipline in you. They can feel that this guy is preserving his sexual energy, and they want a piece of it. Like, it's just that energy, it's just that feeling, it's just that vibe. It's like women have a sixth sense. And so a lot of things that happened for me, and that's why I'm here. I got this YouTube channel, podcast, courses, and I've made a commitment to share this with the world. So just to keep in mind, guys, like, I never stopped watching porn to make a program about it. I never stopped watching porn to make a course about it, to coach people one day. I did it for my own well-being. I did it for my own life. I did it for my own transformation. And then, as I've changed my life, transformed my life, and I am where I am today, and I'm striving to go where I want to go, I made a commitment in 2020 that, one of the best ways to help men, I have a podcast called Aware Health Alpha. We just released episode 59. And one of my main goals was always to help men increase their self-awareness, increase their emotional intelligence, their emotional IQ, and just become modern day warriors. And as I was getting down this path, I remember starting to realize that one of the first things for a man to become his most aware self is to take control of his sexual energy, to understand his sexual energy, to realize how beneficial it is to control, harness, circulate, and transmute that sexual energy into achieving your goals and dreams and everything else. So as this was coming along for me, and as I was processing what I want to do with my, what my purpose is, what my passion is, and what I want to do with my life, this is how this all came about. Beginning of this year, I decided to come out with a program to help men, because I truly believe that helping men get over their porn addiction would be the beginning stages of them stepping into their potentials in life. And that's how I came about it. I decided to spend 6 months, make the program with my team, and then now we've released the coaching program and the course, and I'm making these YouTube videos to increase awareness on those courses, right? So anyways, guys, subscribe, like, comment. I release 2 videos a week on YouTube covering sexual energy, masculine, feminine energy, watching pornography, how to get over it, everything. And eventually I will start sharing things on investments and financials, how to build a portfolio for long term, how to have a great routine, how to build the right habits, how to build discipline in your life, how to build self-control, how to increase your self-awareness, how to increase your emotional intelligence. All these things. I plan on releasing any information that I can on this page, on this YouTube channel. So with that being said, guys, if you have comments, if you have suggestions on topics that you think I should cover, drop comments below. Send me an email, info@mohammedsaifi.com, awarealpha@gmail.com. Message me on Instagram, the Zen Guide to Freedom. Message me on that page. All my social media, everything is in the details section. Book a call with me if you want to start your journey of, getting over pornography. Click on the link, look at my meditation course, look at the porn course, whatever it is that you're into, all the details are there. With that being said, guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching this. I appreciate all the attention that you're giving me, and I truly hope that you watching this is not just for entertainment purposes, but also you take some information from this and implement it in your daily life to start your own personal transformation. So with that being said, I love you, I appreciate you, and have yourself a beautiful, beautiful day.